Hello, friends. It is I, Eric, and I am excited to inform you that after many years playing second banana around here, I've finally been promoted to host of Talking with Famous People. So that's pretty big news for me. That's probably the biggest news of the day, I guess. I'm host now. I can finally start making a few changes around here. Like, this backdrop is unacceptable. This is kind of shoddy workmanship that the previous host. That's why I finally got promoted, you know. He was known for his shoddy workmanship. His name, in fact, was Shoddy Workmanship. So anyway, hi, welcome. Tonight we've got so much to discuss. So many things. So many other things. Matters concerning. Matters important. Matters unconcerning. Matters unimportant. Matters that matter. And matters that don't matter. Maybe even matters about matter that either matters or doesn't matter. These are the sort of fancy things that we talk about around here. We're fancy people. I'm fancy. Rachel's fancy. We have fancy friends. We have a fancy house. Those fancy friends have the fanciest house ever. It's got pools like Olympic sized pool, it looks like. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how big an Olympic sized pool is, but it's a big pool. And they've got a 3D printer. That's pretty fancy. That's how Jeffrey was designed this device that breaks in keyboard switches and printed out with a 3D printer. We were over there the other night for dinner, and it was this machine he designed and made that automatically pushes the keyboard keys in a bunch of times to get them broken in or whatever. Remember that when we were sitting in the piano room? Yeah. Anyway, the house is gorgeous. It's got a grand piano in the piano room, which is like a sitting room in the front. The time people. I don't know, I think he leaves it on there for like an hour or something. But because they've got this nice 3D printer, he's able to do like design stuff, you know. They've got the greatest kitchen you can imagine seeing too. It's like, what a kitchen they've got, you know?
Yeah.
When we ate at the dining room table, food was delicious.
Food was delicious.
They're really good cooks. Who are the time people? You probably time people, okay? Space people are the NPCs of the world. The people you don't really believe in. That's got to be a fake person. Because there are some people who just seem to be NPCs in the world that are just simulated for that purpose.
You're good at pointing them out. You're so good at that.
The most NPC person we've ever encountered is the guy at the Sphinx Mart.
Yeah.
Who's so obviously a simulation. He's not even a very good simulation, right? He's so two-dimensional as a character. Right. Well, he's so like a character from a simulation. He's an immigrant who works at this like tobacco shop, right? And he's probably gay, but he's from like maybe like Israel or maybe some Middle Eastern country. I'm not really sure, but like I went in there one time and he was getting off the phone. Oh, that was Social Security talking to them about my immigration status. Like, requisite convey to this person that you're an immigrant. And prior to that, we also had at the Sphinx Mart James Kim, this Korean guy who looked a little down on his luck, I guess, but
Yeah.
still had on like nice clothes and was clean cut and stuff. And he came up to us and started telling us this story about how he was the son of the former king of Korea or something like that. It was this weird story, and yeah, it was. It really felt like, hey, we need to get some Asian people in on the like marginalized populations here. We need to get some young Asian males in the marginalized population encounter triggers. We've had too many veterans now. We need to mix it up.
So I put it for 400. How many minutes do you think?
20.
20?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a busy and successfully productive day today. I sold my dad's Mini Cooper. And we went to CarMax, and they gave me $10,000 for it, which is exactly the line I was thinking. Well, if they gave me $10,000 for it, then that's close enough to what it's worth, High Union SZN, is that Abraham? I sold a car for $10,000 today at CarMax. How's it going in Norway? It was a Mini Cooper, a two-door, 2013, two-door Sport. It's short for season, Union season. Oh, okay. All right, got you, Union season. Saying the correct key phrases unlocks secret dialogue options. This is true for player characters as well. It is a really super easy way to sell it. It took like a little more than an hour for the whole process. Of course, we have the kind of car that's easy to sell, which is to say, I have the title, the registration, it's all paid off, the bank doesn't own any of it, it's not a lease or anything like that, and I don't want any weird requests like make the check out to another person, which I was watching somebody make that request today at the CarMax. No, you don't negotiate at CarMax. That's the other thing about it, is you just bring in your car the title, registration, the key, and say, give me an offer, and then make an offer, and you either accept it or don't. No, I'm not making an OnlyFans. Okay? Only Rachel is entitled to see my manly steel.
Thank you.
Because I'm married, more or less. Not actually married yet, but we will be soon enough. Tiffany could make an OnlyFans. That's true. Tiffany should make an OnlyFans. That's not a bad idea.
But it's not like what typical.
So just be like, well, look, I lost my clothes, so I guess go ahead and look at me. You want to give me money? You should.
Yeah, you should.
When somebody says, hi, Tiffany, I found you. No, y'all belong to me.
Oh no.
Hi, Susie. What's going on with Yuzi? You got a big pink hand and you go like this? No, I don't. Okay, Abraham, it's a little bit of a personal question, but the answer is no, I don't. Nor am I the recipient of such. Because that's disgusting. Let's be honest. That's just gross. And no. Bro, come on now, bro. Brosan, Brozovic, Brohanovich. Brody, bro. Big bra. Tornado Alley went through your area? I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too.
It's the kind of mic that records voices. Captures them, actually. It captures them and sends it to the sound card. It's a condenser mic. It's, I forget what the brand is called. I don't see it anywhere on there. Maybe it's an AKG. It's the kind of mic that makes me feel better about myself. It was like $300. Maybe a little less. Your bass is in the ICU? I'm sorry to hear that, Michelle. I hope he comes out okay.
I'm sorry to hear that too. Me as well.
Abraham says, neither weed nor Adderall is legal here. Any advice? I mean, how far away is another country where it is? Okay, Eliana, that's cool. That's interesting. I didn't know you made videos. Let me use my mouse to open up your channel in a new tab. There's Eliana. Okay. So, your last video was 11 days ago. Prior to that, your last video was 8 years ago? Eliana, you are not making too many videos. Nobody should accuse you of uploading too often. You think you need a dynamic mic for podcasting instead of a condenser mic? The audio on this stuff sounds great, actually. I mean, I was listening to the last live stream earlier, and I was very pleased with the audio sound. I have a dynamic mic, but right now, we were just talking yesterday about how dumb bulldogs are. Prolonged anus. It's probably an elongated anus. Oh, it's a prolapsed anus. Okay. I don't know what prolapsed means.
Me neither.
Well, it depends on what you're doing with the H and the J spot. Got insurance? How old? Got insurance for what? The car I just sold? Yeah, I need to cancel it tomorrow. What are American staffies? Ew. That's gross. You miss USA food? I'm not surprised. USA food is the best. All of our food is red, white, and blue.
That's red.
I bet even Susie misses America food now that she's been here. Probably wakes up every morning from a dream of America food. And then she has to go downstairs and eat her pickled herring or whatever. Herman Gisarcoma. C.S. Joseph is selling a course on how to type people through text. Well, I mean, it's slightly less ridiculous than it sounds. If you can control the amount of time they have to generate the text. Like if you can do it real time, like over an instant messaging thing. It wouldn't be as accurate as really typing somebody, but transubstantiate.
Chocolates are delicious.
It is a religious thing. That's true. It's when you turn the body of Mya into the blood of Mya into the thing that's Mya. It's when the cracker turns into human flesh. It's when the wine turns into human blood and makes you weird. Eating human flesh with the beverage of human blood.
You get the Christian religion.
Mm-hmm. Turning food into poop, I think, is regular substantiation. That's just like rendering, just metabolizing something into something else. With transubstantiation, You need to invoke some magical power. You got a lot of choices as to which magical power you could invoke. You could invoke druid powers. You could invoke mage powers. You could invoke religion powers. The Mayans didn't know about the God that Christians believe in. What are your real questions? Something about C's candy? Describe intellectual masturbation. ENFP philosophy. Foucault. How's that for a description of intellectual masturbation? Zizek. Or maybe it's just imagining, picturing yourself masturbating. And then reasoning about it. I bless your shaft, Abraham. May it go in peace. But I believe you should call it your hump rod. I think that's the woke, tested and approved term. And she's an ENFP. That's what I think of her. I think she's Heidi Prevey. She's got a silly last name. Prevey. It sounds like a honeybee that's been born too early. Like, how many I's and E's do you need in your name? Okay. I don't really want.
Oh, my bad.
That's fine. No, I'm fine that you made it, but I don't really want to eat it right this second. I'm just going to leave it over here.
Okay.
Would I lick Kimbo Slice's taint for $7,000? Can I use a sterilizing wet wipe on it first? If I can use a sterilizing alcohol wipe on it first, and I just have to like lick it for 1 second, then I think that's fine. I'll just do that for $7,000. I'll get Rachel's approval first. I think she'd know that nothing sexual going on here.
What's going on?
I've been offered $7,000 to lick Kimbo Slice's taint.
Who's Kimbo Slice?
An MMA fighter.
Oh.
No wet wipe? No. That was going to be gross. If it's just like this clinical thing, like, okay, real quick, let's get this over with. Wet wipe, lick one time. Here's your $7,000. Then maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
And, if the offer were available for you and some female MMA fighter and you thought you wanted to do that for $7,000, then I'd probably be okay with that too. So, as long as it's a chick's taint that you're licking. If I were president for a week, what would I do? I would immediately file suit with the Supreme Court over why my term of office is so short. How many times can I make that 7K? Give me an 8-hour workday and we're rich. An 8-hour workday. How many times can you lick Kimbo Slice's taint in 8 hours for $7,000 a pop? Take a pinch from Kimbo Slice. I don't know what that means, but it sounds disgusting. Oh, take a punch. No, I don't want a concussion or something like that. If he's like gonna try to hit me as hard as he can, no, thank you. I guess probably Kimbo Slice's taint would give me a tongue concussion. Yeah, I was too, Karma's Pimp. I was too. That's what I was thinking too. Isn't that funny how you can say something German and it means poop? Can I get past you for a second, my darling?
Yeah.
Kitty, kitty, in the way. Kitty, kitty, in the way is the most in the way kitty in history. You know what? I'm gonna go look outside and get a couple of waters, I think. You want a water?
What?
You want a water?
Sure. I don't think we have any ranch. I'm not sure. Let's see. Gonna hang out with Daddy? Go. Thank you.
Do you know what heaven for grizzlies is called? Paradise. I just made that joke up right now. It's a $48,000 joke. You just got it right now for free. Let me see if it's these. I have to yell at these scoundrels. No, not yet. Those scoundrels at the CVS tried to give me the same old bullshit today.
Would they just text you?
No, I still haven't texted me. You might say, oh, well, what kind of bullshit, Eric?
Yeah.
It's on back order. It'll be 2 weeks. No. What's that for?
I set like 2 alarms.
So here's the thing. Those were my exact words, actually. Well, that's unacceptable. And I told the lady, I'm like, now look, I get this nonsense month after month after month for more than a year now. Okay? I'm going to get my Adderall today or tomorrow. Do you understand? And she said, well, there's a shortage. I'm like, well, put me at the front of the line then. How often do you get drugs delivered here? She's like, every day, which surprised me because I thought it was every other day. And I'm like, how many manufacturers are there of this generic for this drug? She's like, well, the point is, I don't want to hear any more nonsense. Just, I want my drug today or tomorrow. So, we'll see what happens. If I don't get it today, I'm going down there tomorrow morning and saying, listen, when those drugs come in today, well, what the thing is, there's some shit on the signs that if you read the signs carefully and you find the thing I'm thinking about, which I can't remember exactly what it is, you can read that shit to them and say, it says right here, I have the right to meh, 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 meh. And you are failing utterly. But they usually don't make me wait very long. I wasn't sure when that's a funny way to put it. TE Critic will come out in full force if I don't get my drugs by tomorrow at the latest. Hi, Mr. Bobby. How are you? Oh yeah, we're talking a little CVS. You know how it is with those people. I'm doing good. Doing pretty good. I'm doing better than pretty good, but less than spectacular. I have a couple of things to do that are weighing on my mind just because they're important tasks. I need to get them done. Well, all you gotta do is tell them, listen, I'm gonna be down here every day until you give me my drugs. And then you'll get them like the next day or something. But they don't want to hassle with you. They don't want Eric standing in their store every day being like, okay, this thing you're telling me is not okay. You better not keep me waiting, lady. Hello, Jaxie. How are you doing tonight? I hope you are showered with the plenitudes of heaven's grace. All the pleasitudes. From spring breezes to summer rains to cozy nights in bed. My interactions with the employees aren't that notable, really, because I recognize that they're doing their job and that they don't. I don't want to make their day miserable. But at this point, all I can say is that I don't believe them. They're not being honest with me. So, self-reflective, introspective types mostly. Uh, on some level, everybody does self-reflection, but they do it about different parts of themselves and different and against different metrics. No, I always shake my knee. It's neither of those two things, Jeff Shaw. I usually do it with two knees, in fact. Yep, two whole knees. Clap their cheeks, Eric, clap their cheeks. I don't know who you talk about. Jeez. I don't want to hear any of their excuses. I want them to just give me my drugs.
Like Arizona right now, I want them to show me why they're number 4.
That's a Christmas wish that Santa might be able to provide. They just need to make more. Yeah, I mean, they just need to crank it out. It's like manufacture a shit ton more of it, obviously. Or something. The point is, I don't even care. I don't want them to solve the problem. I want them to make sure it's not my problem. Yes, I'm selfish like that. Well, obviously, Abraham, you're more of a advocate of Adderall for everyone than I am. Because I don't necessarily think it's for everyone. Every month, in fact, by certain points of the month, I'm convinced it's not for me. Then the next month comes around again, and I am once again enthusiastic about the prospect of getting it. She's having a ball? Does everybody have to arrive in fancy dress? And there's an orchestra playing songs? Is it that kind of ball?
Is there anyone who's labeled the belle of the ball?
Yeah, is there a bell of the ball? Is it an actual bell?
I think if you were at the ball, you would be the belle of the ball.
Well, the male form of the bell of the ball is the bowl of the ball.
The bowl? The bowl?
The bowl of the ball, right. That's
bowl
the male bell of the ball. Is the act of political lobbying morally wrong or improper? It's an interesting question. I mean, people are going to try to talk to their elected official and express their opinions. individual people can go lobby their congressman by just going into their office and talking to them. And that's what lobbying is in its authentic form, is the representative is being lobbied by their constituency as individuals come in and express their opinions about things. Certainly there's nothing wrong with that kind of lobbying. Organized lobbying by corporations and stuff, I think it hurts democracy. But I don't know if it's there's no good way to eliminate some voices' equal access to lobbying. So you either have to get rid of it entirely, which means your constituency couldn't voice their opinions about the politics of their representative, or you have to accept that corporations function like agents, like people, and that they too can have political opinions or choose to spend money on political matters. And the thing is also, as long as they're American corporations, if you're dealing with Americans, whether they're organized as a corporation or they're just individual people, they still represent the genuine and general constituency of the country. So when I had a corporation, I may have had financial interests that went along with my business interests, but one could conceive of some kind of legislation that might have been relevant to my company, such as legislation protecting the competitive access of private teams for debate. So that's conceivably, I mean, the thing is, the better way to accomplish that would be some lawsuit by students, right? But anyway, you can see where any corporation might have political interests, and whether or not they want to invest the amount of money required to generate buzz about their idea. If you're trying to lobby Congress people with an idea like, let's torture puppies, then it doesn't matter how much money you spend on it, they're still not going to probably endorse the idea. So it's a complicated issue, and what exactly we ought to do about it, so to speak, is a difficult question to answer. How's that for some unsatisfyingly definitive response? Thanks, Dat Boy Klaus.
It's pretty realistic.
Well, certainly lobbying does test, potentially, the character and or resolve, you could say constitution, of those lobbied. I'm scratching my beard. I'm scratching my beard. Scratch, 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 scratching my beard. I'm scratching my beard. And it doesn't make me weird, 'cause I'm a beard scratching guy. You know what I'm dreaming of? A white Christmas. Just like the ones I used to know. Where the treetops glisten and children listen and every light around you starts to glow. Wow, Utah's hammering Arizona. What's going on, Zona? Eliana, you're the weird one now. Why is Eliana the weird one now? Alright, you go to sleep. It's 4 a.m. Love you too, Abraham, and Susie too. You guys sleep well.
Love you guys too.
Have a glorious a glorious emboldening of Norwegian love. Why is Arizona getting hammered? Because they're losing 70 to 52 to Utah, even though Arizona's the number 4 team in the country and Utah's unranked. Nani? Nani? That's what I say. I say nani, 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 nani. Bokata. Ohio. Missing one thing though. The key interaction was in the bathroom in one of the stalls between young freshman congressmen and lobbyists. Did they pass notes under the stall? Is that what you're saying? That is a good way to secretly exchange notes. Who do you like? Well, I kind of like Joey, but Johnny's really cute too. They were freshmen. Kombanwa. Didn't that dude just have a wide stance? You mean in the basketball game? Are you watching the same basketball game as me? I wasn't watching at that moment. But I'm going to say yes anyway. Everybody's dude has a wide stance. You're a freakazoid! Exclamation point! 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 Now that's a lot of exclamation points, Eliana. That's enough exclamation points for several sentences. That was some politician who was trying to do anonymous hookups in the men's room. You know, the men's room's like Olive Garden. When you're there, you're family.
What does that say about family?
Well, obviously they're not having sex with each other in the men's room. Those are purely platonic engagements. Are you sad that USC is leaving the Pac-12? Yes, I am. I think it was a mistake. But I'll get used to it in the Big Ten. I'm glad my father didn't live to see the day. I think my dad was really sad about it. Sometimes you just want to tap someone's foot with your foot underneath the stall. It's not always flirting. I just like to reassure myself that someone else is near. So I'll gently stroke another man's foot with my foot from underneath my stall. Are you there? Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. Yes, I'm here. Oh, thank God. Can you please remove your foot from my stall now? Okay. You're still there though, right? You're barefoot, Bobby. Forget the sock. Why do you think I spend so much time on my pedicures? So that when my foot goes underneath that stall, the other man knows, hey, that's a very heterosexual pedicure he has there. This is not intended sexually. Because on my pedicure, I get those naked ladies that are on truck mud flaps put onto my big toes. So people know it's a straight man's pedicure.
Smart.
Yeah. In P-Town Mardi Gras, they were throwing out bracelets. I thought, hey, wow, a bracelet. This rubber bracelet is a little tight on the wrist. Wait, that's not a bracelet. What was it? I'm confused. What was it?
Was it a fae?
What?
Was it a fae?
What's a fae?
Isn't a fae a fairy?
A fae could be a fairy. It was a condom? Ew.
You was right. Ew. Who's Eric's face says it all.
Was it used?
Ew.
A necktie? Is my neck an appendage? I don't think my neck counts as an appendage, though. Well, Arizona's got a cut to 9 points now. It's not inconceivable that they could pull off a comeback. At least you didn't try to put it on as a hat. A condom. Condom is a strange word, huh? Condom.
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 Yeah, well, how it's spelled is condom.
Condom.
C-O-N-D-O-M, condom.
Condom.
Yeah. S.A.? What's S.A.? South America? Seattle area? San Antonio. You know where Pace Pecani sauce is from? San Antonio, Texas. You know where those other guys' sauce is from? New York City? Does anybody remember those commercials? Besides me? Depending on the context, you might mistake an ENTP for an INTP. But regardless of the context, you never mistake an INTP for an ENTP. It's probably generally true. Pepperidge Farm remembers. I wonder what they remember.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Get a rope.
Yeah, what do they remember?
All right. Get a rope because they brought the wrong salsa. No, they're part of that commercial too.
Wow.
They were really serious about their salsa.
That really is serious.
I think maybe it was a cock ring. But you're never going to get your hand through that. Are you? I mean, it's that big. It's a big man, right? Your cock's like this big around. That's a big ass dude. Maybe it's only like this tall though. Yeah. It's like a hockey puck. My penis looks a lot like a hockey puck. Or is it not? I thought it was like made out of like rubber or something. Okay, I thought those were made like regular. I think of rings like made out of metal or something. I guess not. I've never had a cock ring before, I don't think.
Can I share your peach pie with you?
You can eat it? Sure, go ahead.
Thank you. You want me to see?
Oh. I can find love in my city? Wow. That's such a good deal. I just have to go there and I can find love in my city. This instrument is called the guitar. You can play it with your fingers, you can play it with your head, you can play it with your mouth, or play it instead with your feet. Go ahead. It's a guitar. How neat. It's a what? It's a guitar. How neat. Oh, wonderful, wonderful kitty. Having wonderful times. Always cleaning yourself. Making sure you got clean lines. Wonderful, wonderful kitty. Such a fabulous friend. Now it's wonderful kitty bedding time again. Just let me pet you. Don't walk away. It's bedding time. And wonderful, wonderful kitty. Having wonderful times. Always cleaning yourself. Making sure you got clean lines. But your wonderful kitty is a fabulousness I've never encountered before. And I know that I want to pet my kitty some more. Just let me pet you. Don't walk away. It's petting time. Hooray!
Well done. Nicely done in there.
Thanks, darling. You're a swell lady.
Thanks.
Now you made me shy, Mr. Bobby. Stop crotch longing. He's raping me with his eyes. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you today bonus action. That's right. Instead of the normal amount of action around here, today you're going to receive bonus action.
Bonus action.
If you love regular action, you're going to adore bonus action. It's like regular action, but extra, and therefore extra special. Do you know that I have some irregular socks? I'm still looking forward to the day when I'm going to find out what makes them irregular. That's going to be a good day. That's going to be a heck of a day. Oh, I'll say. So that's what makes them irregular. It's going to be fun. Oh, Sammy has a door that need be told. This is a song for an open road, and such a thing must always do its job. Married up Jib, turned 19, 4 years and 3 kids weaned. Weary now and questioning the path. Agency out, pace his discretion. Locking in on courses, way too young. The urgency conferred is really just oppression. Making sure those underneath them always run. Doug at 20 thought bourbon fun, and likewise Doug at 21, and so forth well up into middle age. What once had seemed to set him free became his whole identity. Now Doug's about another drunken rage. Agency outpaces discretion, locking in our courses, way too young. The urgency conferred is really just oppression. They'll offer you incentives, but they haven't got a thing that's fun. Everybody's panicked about the kids. Lock 'em up with extra dexedrine. Mathematics to produce success, or impose more unjust duress. Agency outpaces discretion. Locking in our courses way too young. The urgency conferred is really just oppression, making sure those underneath them always run. Without consent, it's really just oppression by parasites surviving on their wages earned by lying while they feed their fear of dying. Yeah, they feed upon the futures of the young. Well, that was probably pretty good.
I thought that was pretty good.
It was better than terrible.
It was good.
That song's hard to play. Let's see. What's the matter with Chad? Is he terribly bad? Is he very like Dan, who's a terrible man? Is he sort of like Jill, who can't pay her bill? Or rather like Jack, too stuck on the facts? What's the matter with Sue? Will she know what to do if they bring attitude? Will they show ingenuity? She talks about you whenever we go walking. What's the matter with Bryn? Is she living in sin? She's been hanging with Jim, who's looking terribly thin. What's the deal with Frank? Stealing fish from my tank. He's colluding with you, and they're talking to Lou. What's wrong with the ladies? What's the matter with men? From the feelings of Katie to the coldness of sin. They talk about you whenever we go walking. Past they lead to lesser days. Still tale out the overwatered past. And whoever's left that's still okay, just tie the sails to the mast. Are you angry at Kim or Neville again? Don't bother with Kev, he's practically dead. Focus on Bert, he's medium hurt. What's the quantity for Liz? Did she fail a quiz? What's the matter with Drew? Will she know what to do if they bring attitude? Will she show ingenuity? She talks about you whenever we go walking. Paths that lead to lesser days. Paths that lead to lesser days. Still sail out the overwater. Still sail out the overwatered past. Still okay. Just tie the sails to the mast. 'Cause each of us is much and gravely sinned. Throw up the hands, stiffen the chin. Catastrophe looms heavy overhead again. Times gone will never be again. That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
from that place they conjure you the details of your case. Amelia, when you rise up above, floating ahead and soaring like a dove, what will they say when they look at you then, moving sideways in the space you're in, and staring sidelong with your thirsty grin? Amelia, can't you see, you and I will never be? Amelia, yet you're still free, with too much opportunity to leave out in the rain. Amelia, Amelia, we're watching you, fell for sure, no matter what you do. Amelia, when you rise up above, floating ahead and soaring like a dove, what will they say when they look at you then, moving sideways in the space you're in, and staring sidelong with your thirsty grin? Amelia, can't you see that you and I will never be? Amelia, yet you're still free, with too much opportunity to leave out in the, too much opportunity to leave out in the, too much opportunity to leave out in the rain. Amelia, thank you, darling. Thank you, darling, you're my smarling, that's no doubt about that. Oh, he came here with her, and what's the big problem that you can't endure? You seem so sure it's not appropriate claiming to blame things on Scott, despite getting caught. He's got you refraining for him, straining for him, going to the gym to make yourself good enough again. Yeah, you guys both have lots invested. That's not a reason to stay around. Through the years you've both been tested, then move up, find higher ground. Oh, he came here with her, and what's the big problem that you can't endure? You seem so sure it's not appropriate claiming to blame things on Scott, despite getting caught. He's got you reframing for him, straining for him, going to the gym to make yourself good enough again. Be done with him. Thanks, darling. You're my sweetie pie. You're driving me crazy. I'm in love, but I'm lazy. So won't you please come home? You're living on a time frame I will never know. Alienation and humanity's soul. Imagine you a future after the collapse, returning to the urgency of isolated past, picturing community free of metaphysics, hunting buffalo while you're picking red delicious, knowledge of the seasons, wisdoms of old, Fires blazing in the night to keep away the cold. Hostility is kept at bay. Hostility is kept at bay. But what you think is in the way of life as children of the land, with an agape weatherman, imagining a history that never could have been. You lecture at the college, advancement is a sin, lamenting disconnection and every corporate act, asserting all your feelings and ignoring all the facts. Hostility is kept at bay, but what you think is in the way of life as children of the land, with an agape weatherman. You from modernity just so burn out. Wish you had been born any time but now, and your experience won't run afoul of exceptions you might allow. You visualize nobility sipping on some port, or tribes of peaceful savages in beautiful comport. But few of history's people ever thusly did comport, 'cause life was solitary, nasty, brutish, poor, and short. Hostility is kept at bay by what you think is in the way of life as children of the land, with an agape weatherman, with an agape weatherman. That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Let's do this one now. You want to come over here where you can see it better?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spurting here won't do any good, but brooding's more and more my style. I see the true ways of sitting where we stood, 'cause I've been stuck here a while. And
That's despite a natural selfishness that makes it easy to have fun. But flutters in the gut become a fist, and all my visions come undone. I tried to string, distract, and dream the afternoon away, but heavy new realities bear down on every day, and for a bit
I am out of it.
I'm out of it,
Still unsaid.
still unsaid.
So I need get out of me.
Need get out of me.
What's inside my head?
There's love inside of mine.
Seems like everybody's so sensitive, so ready to just get mad. I see the civil ways of living like a kid who wants to be the dad.
Have we lost our sense of scope and scale? Our capacity to laugh, the sense to know when not to wail, and how to tip the golden calf. I tried to string, distract, and dream the afternoon away, but heavy new realities bear down on every day, and for a bit I am
I'm out of it.
out
Sad for me, sad for her, unhappily. And she calls sorrow, I call home. Blues and sing clear down to the bone.
Down to the bone.
Sad, I'm sad,
Till I'm sad.
sad for me,
Sad for me.
sad for her,
Sad for her.
happily.
Unhappily.
What you call sorrow,
What you call sorrow.
I call home.
I call home.
Blues and sing clear down to the bone.
Down to the bone. Till I'm sad.
Sad for me,
Sad for me.
sad for her, unhappily.
Unhappily.
What you call sorrow,
What you call sorrow.
I call home.
I call home.
Blues and sing
Clear down to
to the bone.
down to the bone. From the top of your head to the bottom of your bone. Let's do this one and call it a show. What do you say?
Sure.
Okay.
It's a very cloudy day in Los Angeles. And today we run out of time. Struggles past, troubles still to come. Day's nearly done. Could someone buy us some more time?
Cloudy day in Los Angeles. Cloudy day in LA. I'm the sort of evangelist. Just have something to say. Life can strangely be forgiving for those who stay awake all night. And mostly voices say to give in. They'll try to stop your will to find. 'Cause whether I'm supposed to be here or just be some forgotten noise is sort of based on what I see here and also on what I avoid.
It's a cloudy day in Los Angeles. And today we run out of time. Struggles past, troubles still to come. The day's nearly done. Seems we put us some time.
Cloudy day in Los Angeles. Cloudy day in LA. I'm no sort of evangelist, but I've got something to say. Something to say. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Alright, that should be about enough saying, I think. Is there anything else saying? Let me try this song, I guess. And too much noise in the data stream. Enough to disrupt everybody's dreams. A frustration seems mistakes are made until it seems everybody bodies just throwing shade. I won't be just another casualty of other people's well-intentioned rules. I used to think that some tomorrow there was time for yesterday. It's not the sort of thing that one can borrow. No one to win the day. Your uncertainties implicit, just like an unexpected visit from a bunch of men all dressed in blues. I won't be just another casualty of other people's well-intentioned rules. I used to think that some tomorrow there'd be time for yesterday. I fucked that up pretty good, but thank you anyway, darling. It was not a very good execution. That's why they call me poor execution, blower, luckless, loose one. Gerald has a thought. Gerald has a lot. Gerald has a plot to get to Marjorie's tater tots. He's got a good idea for a name-changing business, thinking about what to call Christmas when they hire his firm to change that name. Gerald always thought there'd be chance enough to return to the work left rough. He'd get back to it eventually, but his visions pile up and his plans would interrupt all the work that started off so hopefully. Now his mind is back on his business, thinking of changing backlist to listless. So how all the people will shout his name. Gerald clown. He won't provide explanation regarding the why or the how. He'll see you and know you from inside your heart. Hiding, exciting Gerald plays his part. But Gerald still knew there's too much to do, and he had spent time in the interview. Too much to discuss, the where, now, and what. Too much time spent picking the skew with you. Gerald has a thought. Gerald has a thought. Gerald has a lot. Gerald has a plot to get to Marjorie's tasty spots. He's got a good idea for a name-changing business, thinking how about what to call Christmas when they hire his firm to change that name. Therefore, Gerald has a thought. That was pretty okay, except for that one part that was shitty. How about this one?
Thank you, Shuffle Buffalo.
No good comes from skating on with them whom you'd mistaken for the one. Habituated deep into indecency, self-inflicts eventually once your search is done. Driving in the car last night, we had a massive fight. Each contesting we were right and the other other one to blame. So when you pull that stunt, I scream something awfully blunt. My word is wrong, as they were dumb. I've earned my share of shame. It's each of our own failings, not us doing the nailing to the wall. We fear so the others sailing off to reset their life and all. You can trust me, I can trust you, though neither trust ourselves, that's true. The love lies deep between you and me. It's about that we can both agree. Driving in the car last night, we had a massive fight. Each insisting we were right and the other one to blame. So when you both got done, I screamed something awfully blunt. My word was wrong as they were dumb, and I've earned my share of shame. My share of shame is 12%. That's my share of the shame. The other 88% is your share of the shame. We need to know. We need to see. When the pain happenings, then by some means to judge. A logic to life be devisively unlike, and from which will rarely budge. People everywhere gather up enemies, outrage that child mystifying. Now feel they prompt their priorities. These are they backstabbing enemies. Fall unnecessarily from their savage ways. Incarnate curves and desperate. Respect, but petty larceny. We all pretend and nothing and cause destruction of the whole damn world. Shared now the goodness. Hoping Julie will too. About shit and not the good thing and then she'll die. People everywhere gather up enemies, outrage that ties and just a sign. How do they fit their priorities? These starving, backstabbing entities into it, or they can misery, fall unnecessarily from their savage ways. Insulting, cursing, and misery, respect with such petty larceny. We all partition the rhapsodies and call destruction of the whole damn world. Boom. Well, I'm sorry you had to see that. That was a little something I like to call not really remembering how to play that. But you know, I think I got mostly remembered by the end. Yeah. Well, let's see what's going on over here in the old chatteroo. I guess I gotta practice things sometimes, you know. Since when I broke my finger back in that time, I've really not played very much guitar. Yeah, it's pretty good though. So tell us, you were telling a story about the time you thought somebody threw you a bracelet, but it was actually a bucket full of cum, right? That's a really gross story.
So he thought someone was throwing him a bracelet?
Yes, but it was actually a bucket full of cum.
Ew.
No, it wasn't really, Rachel. No. It was actually a cock ring.
I'm so sorry.
It wasn't a bracelet, it was a cock ring.
Oh.
But,
Ew.
so in his defense, it was a cock ring made out of bracelets. The color of the year? Why didn't I get my ballot in the mail for the color of the year voting? I'm famous for my good taste in colors. I look like this normally, but this is not how I naturally look. Which is to say, I carefully every morning make up my whole face and body to look exactly as it normally does. I have a equivalently vigorous makeup removal routine in the evening, where I have to scrub my entire body with sharp stones just to get the several inches of makeup off. Anywho, anyhow, and any hey, if you like cheese, say nay, nay, nay. Yeah, you really do need that. Kojitsu. Alright, let's see. It's only been an hour and 40 minutes of live streaming.
It's not that much.
That's not very much live streaming.
Oh.
I almost feel like I'm cheating everybody of the minimum 2 hours they are promised.
You can definitely.
I can make it 2 hours.
Sorry, that's not warm.
Because I let it sit there until it got cold. That's definitely not your fault, Rachel.
He runs to the bowl and he wants to show you what he's eating.
You know, Arizona got exposed tonight. Utah looked like the better team.
Yeah.
The key to having good color sense is whatever your color pairings, make sure one of them is purple. Purple goes with everything. The irony, of course, is that purple does not go with everything. It goes with a few things, I guess. You can have... Is there a question you could not answer? Well, I've heard of Tim Minchin. I answered that question. I don't think I've listened to Tim Minchin, but I've heard you mention Tim Minchin. He's very mentionable with his name.
I think you're very mentionable.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So anyway, what do we have to talk about? Well, we could talk about the weather. It's looking pretty rainy here. Been looking pretty rainy for most of the day, but we haven't actually seen many raindrops yet.
Hey, let me see.
We could talk about the weather.
This is clouds and clouds and clouds. No rain until Sunday. And it's only 40%.
Well, there's no question that I can't provide an answer to it. Whether or not that answer is satisfactory is another question.
2 a.m.
It's supposed to rain at 2 a.m.
20%.
Just a 20% chance of that. Damn those lying rain promisers. We were promised rain a couple days ago. And I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna rain today. Always turn a skeptical eye to rain promisers. No one danced. That's fine if it was a funeral. Oh, you mean no one danced to make the rain fall out of the sky? Pure purple on purple from now on. Those are my colors. Purple on top, purple on the bottom, purple on my feet, purple on my bottom. Look at me, I'm as purple as a plum. And a grape, a purple grape. Things that are purple. Plums. You know,
Eggplant.
eggplants. Good one. Good call there.
Here's what I found.
Wow.
Whoa, lady. You keep it down. You're gonna wake the neighbors.
These
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the lady on the phone.
yeah.
AKA phone lady, I believe she's known in tech circles.
Siri.
Oh, Rachel. They don't call it that. They call it phone lady.
Phone lady.
Oh no. Hello.
Oh yeah, what?
I'm serious.
Oh my god, no.
I need to go get the new thing in it.
It's so wrong, but it makes me laugh every time.
So anyway, I'm smoking a cigarette now. This is bonus coverage of me smoking a cigarette. This is pure bonus coverage you guys are getting here. Yeah, normally you have to pay an extra $10 just to see this part. But today, it's free bonus coverage.
Free bonus coverage.
Yeah. You can see me making action poses. Action pose. I'm coming into the door. Let's do
Pretty
other
exciting,
action
yeah.
poses.
I like that a lot.
Action pose. I'm reaching up here and grabbing this.
Action pose.
Action pose.
Reaching up and grabbing that thing.
Action pose. Action.
Mm-hmm.
Action pose. What am I doing? Action pose.
That's like the newest way to pose.
Action pose. This is my chair. Action pose. If I've got a chair and you've got a chair, then we have got two chairs. Two chairs.
It's two chairs.
I could try to sustain this action pose. How's this one? More of this way. I know how to do it. Like this. Action pose.
Action pose. Oh no.
Hello, Tara. Can I request a kitty song to make you sleep? Meow. 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 There. Did that make you sleep? Do you think ability to access silliness is more akin to an E? I suppose it matters if you're feeling as silly as me. Then perhaps, well then, gee, you're a very silly G. I don't know. think everybody can be silly, but they're perhaps silly in different ways. Perhaps, I would say I find silliness fairly easy to access. I'm very proud of the joke I made up earlier. That's a very silly joke. What do they call grizzly heaven? Paradise. I have to endure the tritone of shaming for that joke. Tritone of shaming. Oh no, not the tritone of shaming. There now, that's a nice interval instead of the tritone of shaming. There now, that's a nice interval instead of the tritone of shaming. If you've been bad, you get the tritone, but the ribone, and everybody comes outside and gives you a parade. I hope that was clear. I hope all the information I conveyed in that song was clear. Good night, darling. I love you too. You're my lady and I love you with my heart. And together I know we'll always be true. 'Cause my heart is a beating. It's beating to the drum of your beat. And it's dancing, it's dancing, it's dancing with the soles of your feet. It's a country kind of loving we got. And we're always eating chicken fried steak. That's why country loving is so great. El Nino, my ass. You call those storms? Where's the rain? Those drizzles don't count, I drizzle more when I pee in the sink, which is just the right height to catch all of the undesired splatter. And when I'm done, I'll go upstairs and find a ladder. I will go up there and take me a bucket and pour water inside. And I'll say, hey, Mr. Cloud, take it from the bottom. Hey, Mr. Cloud, won't you drop it from the bottom? Hey, Mr. Cloud, drop it from the bottom on me. I fucked it up, but whatever. Who cares? Everything's horrible. Bleh. Who cares? Everything sucks anyway, so fuck everything. Bleh. it goes that way. If you go 1, 2, then you go 3, 4 with the 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 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 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that's the end of the 1, 2, 3, 4 song. If you want to get to 5, you better stay alive. Because if you're dead, you won't hear it with your head. I'm into that, Gospel Stevens. That's my name, Gospel Stevens. I'm Gospel Stevens. Here singing the gospel every day and every night forever. Alright, everybody, good night. God bless America. And don't forget to eat plenty of Rees. Plenty of Rees for me's. Plenty of Rees and knees for me's inside the trees, please, D's. Nuts across your face are fine.